Hi, I'm Coach.
Hi, I'm Honeybee.
And this is His and Her. That's all good.
All right, let's just do it again.
All right, great.
All right.
Hi, I'm Coach.
Hi, I'm Honeybee.
And this is His and Her
Blueprint towards a rich lifestyle.
Got it. We got to do it again. We need to say that together.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, I'm Coach.
Hi, I'm Honeybee.
And this is His and Her Blueprint towards a rich lifestyle. All right. I'm Coach.
And I'm Honeybee.
Very nice. And you've seen us together like 3 times now on video?
This is the 3rd time.
This is the 3rd time on video. So,
or 4th.
The 4th time?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and the last time we was on video, we pretty much announced that we were writing a book together and doing a video for it, so it becomes a live recorded book.
Yep.
Right?
It's all like this for you.
Yep, so it's kind of like, you know, I talked about it before, Kanye West had a live album, the first live album. So this is like, in my mind, the first live recorded book.
Yes.
Right? The first live recorded book. So, but anyway, what I want to do is express that at first I came on the show as a guest.
Yeah, you remember a few weeks ago, my guest I was infatuated with.
Yeah. So we were doing that for your entertainment, as me as a life coach and me coming on the show, on B's show, Beauty Parlor with Honeybee, coming on the show, she interviewing me, you get it. However, moving into this live book, just know B and I have been in business now for 3 years. We own a Brazilian wax business. Okay? Just want to make note of that. We own a Brazilian wax business, and B is lead waxer, wax artist. You've been waxing for how long now?
8 years. I've been waxing for 8 years.
For 8 years, and in the state of Georgia, you are, what is they consider?
I'm a master cosmetologist in the state of Georgia, and we've been here for almost 3 years.
Very nice. So, plucking at a business together, dealing with the diligence that it takes.
Yeah, yes,
right?
Of course, yeah.
Dealing with the diligence that it takes for us to bring what we're going to bring to you, which is a blueprint towards a rich lifestyle. Right?
Yeah.
So, because we, you know, and a rich lifestyle, again, is basically ways to maximize your personal resources.
Yes.
You know, it's not a we balled out conversation financially. No, it's not that. It's natural resource that we have.
Yeah.
You know, so to any organization or corporation, you have it in something called human assets.
Yes.
You know, so that's how I look at me. That's how I look at you as an asset. And so, how's the journey been for you since you've been out here?
It's been amazing.
And we explained to you before, we both from New Jersey.
Yeah, we are from New Jersey.
Both from New Jersey. We came here with
a goal in mind. The goal was to start up a company and build our brands, the spa industry and life coaching.
Yeah.
And
the name of our Brazilian wax business is
in the City Wax Studio.
I just want to put that out there. Yeah, and maybe in Georgia. We've been here, like B said, for like going on 3 years now, and we've been plucking at it. We've been plucking at it. And any business owners out there, or people who want to be a business owner, you know, we want to come across as we're just trying our best to utilize our natural resources to push.
Yes, definitely.
You know, because like the natural resources of emotion, sometimes you just don't want to do it. Sometimes you want to sometimes you want to say, I want to just lay down.
I just want to lay down.
You know, and just chill because I'm stressed, and hopefully I'm asleep. That will help me understand that I'm moved into depression, so I'll get up sooner or later. I'll get up sooner or later, but I've moved into depression. So, but nevertheless, those emotional resources, it's what keep plucking at it.
Yeah.
You know, that psychological resources.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I want to say that I say amazing because even on the days when I feel like that, I learned something from those days.
Got it.
And the natural resource that comes from that is just get up and go, and in about an hour or so, I'll feel better. And it usually happens because, you know, it isn't easy to have a business, but I tell you, it's a whole lot better than not having one.
Very nice, very nice. And I laugh because I've seen you do that. I've seen you push through a time of with minor frustration, whatever, and you gotta wipe off the tears or wipe off the sweat and say, I gotta get ready to serve these clients.
Yes.
And it kind of will, loosen up the whole emotional part of the day that we all go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm grateful because I pushed through and worked through that, and I'm ready for the clients, and then I'm learning, and now I'm ready for you all.
Very nice, very nice. Good segue. So, ready for you all. Basically, what we bring you all is this live book and the success stories that we're gonna be sharing, all for your entertainment, all for your edutainment, and again, the name of the book is His and Her Blueprint Towards a Rich Lifestyle.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. And so what we do is it's gonna be a book on affirmations.
Yeah.
You follow me? My perspective on a certain aspiration that B and I come up with any kind of research that we do. My perspective, and then she'll give her perspective, which will basically satisfy the whole family. Period.
The quote,
right?
Yeah.
We here to satisfy the whole family. That was funny. Right? Satisfy the whole family. So, but nevertheless,
the book basically is to teach you that, like Tony Robbins said, everything that you used to tell me that, like when I was going through some things, everything that you want and need is within you. And I used to have to say that over and over again.
Exactly.
So this is exactly what that book is, to affirm yourself, that you need to just believe in yourself and that you can do it.
Well put.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we say that chant together. Yeah. All I want, all I need is in me.
Tony Robbins.
Yeah. And you mentioned the affirm piece going along with that, and that is actually our whole. You caught it? Come on. Last week or whenever, he was like, I got it now.
And I see you do really. Question.
No, not only that, just the idea of the focus of where we're going is when it becomes crystal clear. That's the best part. Understanding is the best part. You got the knowledge, the wisdom, understand. Once you understand, you be like, wow, I got it. So nevertheless, the piggyback off what B was expressing concerning the affirmations, it was saying you are great. We're great. You're great. We're not your leaders trying to be your leaders. We're saying you can lead your life.
Affirming yourself.
Exactly.
And we'll only share, some of our stories to help people who may have went through the same journey as us, so they can look at it as a different perspective. But it's not going to be a book about us. It's going to be about you.
Exactly. In order to have a basically a resourceful relationship with you. So when you see me on the streets, you know it's about business.
We try to help you be a better you.
And I'll be a better me. So we do better things.
Yes.
You follow me? So the relationship we have is substantial.
Yeah.
All right. But nevertheless, the affirmation that we have today is to actually lead towards some of the trials, tribulations, and glories of our transitioning
from New Jersey to here.
From New Jersey to Georgia.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia, in order to start a business. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, would you like to read it? Would you like me to read it?
You can read it.
Okay, cool. So it says, again, this is something we put together because we're affirming you. So you are. It says, your power to overcome problems is located in your life when you never gave up. So the idea is, the power to overcome problems. Stop right there. The power to overcome problems is important.
Yeah.
Why? Because we have problems every day, just like we have good every day.
Absolutely.
So knowing how to get a resource to get through these moments.
Yeah.
So sometimes we don't have huge problems like somebody got shot. We don't have to have those huge problems. I have a basic, should I, eat a donut or eat, a grapefruit?
Yeah.
Small little life problems you got to get through. So having a resource where you can grab to overcome these problems is extremely important.
Yeah.
So now, it says your power to overcome problems is located in your life when you never gave up. So now you're able to grab hold to these resources, specifically know where they are, and look at moments where you steered that boat and you kept it moving. You follow me? That's the resource you're grabbing from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, I remember I overcame, so I'm going to get through this as well.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, when we first moved down here, I'm the first to tell you that whole, you know, because we have a never give up thing.
Yeah. Many never
times.
Give up.
Never,
situations.
Exactly. Many never
giving
up situations, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll disclose, like when we first came down here, you know, I found myself ended up in a shelter.
Yeah.
Right? Must Ministries, what? I was there for 60 days.
Yeah.
Right? I was there for 60 days. Why? It's by choice.
Yeah.
It was by choice.
Yes.
You know, to move in a shelter in order to keep chasing my dream and being present.
Yes.
You know, some circumstantial stuff, but nevertheless, I was there.
Yes.
You know, but it was definitely a decision that I made in order to be here right now with you.
Yes, definitely.
That was a never give up thing. You follow me? Now, I was a 2 master degrees, college professor, whatever, in a shelter.
Yes.
You follow me? Coming from New Jersey, I could have went back to New Jersey and said, "Oh no, oh no, honey." Bye, Felicia. I'm out of here. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, right.
No. But so the idea is, you know, that wasn't where I was going with all that.
Yeah.
It was a never give up moment. Going through that whole shelter piece. V was right there, you know, and you know, I got through it.
Yeah.
You follow me? And that was one of those moments, you know, coming down here.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we all have these voyages. So, B watched me, and I watched her, and we won't go ahead, B. we watched each other already. We saw it.
So yes, in New Jersey, I had a house, and I came down here to start a business and build a brand, and basically just a new life for me and my son and my family. And I was fortunate enough when I first came here to be able to stay with a really close family member of mine, and that situation was great. But at a certain point, I just decided that because I have a child and I wanted to find out what was going on down here in the Georgia area, so. An opportunity came up for me to stay at a shelter and with my son, and they would help me to find housing of my own. I was having a little bit of difficulty finding an apartment being from a new state. So
life stuff.
Instead of me staying with my family member, to whom I'm truly grateful for being a part of this journey, I decided to go ahead and find out what resources were out here. And, you know, being a mother, I had to, you know, coming from a place where I always took care of my son, you know, on my own. I had to find out what was going on here in the Georgia area. So instead of drowning and running back to New Jersey with my tail between my legs, I was actually inspired, and I chose to go and stay at the shelter here in Marietta, Georgia. It was closer to my business, because that traveling back and forth to my sister's house was kind of...
And that was a circumstance for me as well.
Yeah.
Traveling back and forth from Columbus.
It was taking away gas money.
Yeah.
He was coming from Alabama because he stayed with a family member too, but... It was like okay, are we going to spend $100 in gas, or are we going to put this $100 towards our business? Yeah. So we prioritized, and, you know, conscious decisions to go ahead and stay. Got it. But we hit it and quit it.
We hit it and quit it.
Can't say it no better. Like, we stayed there for a few months. We
for sure.
Dug into the resources that were available to us at that time, and, you know, Medicaid and all of that in the shelter. It just kept pushing with the end goal in mind to build multiple successful brands. We started with the waxing studio, and, you know, moving into some other things.
Yeah, we got some other investments on the table.
But definitely prioritized.
It's just one of those stories, one of those never gave up stories. Yeah. You follow me? A resource that you have to tap into when you are at those moments. Because what happens, I was a therapist for 20 years, and I just always said, you know, well, actually, we work off of the decision-making process of never make a decision too soon or too late. And I've seen it many, many times with clients who were just right there, and they just gave up. We've all been through that.
Yeah, I've done
It's
that
like
too. Right there and just gave up.
And the next day you get a letter. I used to say, I used to work in the criminal justice system. I used to say, you gave up, and next thing you know, you got a letter, man, accepted to the CDL program. She gave up. You stopped going to whatever you need to go to in order to move to the next level, and you backed out. Next thing you know, you get a letter that you was, enrolled in a CDL class, and now you back tweaking.
Would you say the moral of the story was to never give up?
Never give up, right? So, give you another never give up moment that I have to share. To continue to spark the thoughts and thinking in you, so you can continue to grind for your resources of never giving up. So, since I've been down here, you watched and witnessed. I've had issues with, how can I put it? Visitation and issues with my children, and child support issues, and I say that to really put out there that these things are disheartening. Some things can be disheartening and very distractive when you're going through something, you're trying to see your children and stuff like that.
Yes.
And what happened is I could, just, what, let me just go ahead back to Jersey, do what I need to do, and just stay up there because I don't want any problems with, anybody. I just want to see my children. But nevertheless, what happened is this here. My why is them. So it's conflicting, but I know I had
a better lifestyle for them.
So my son Adam asked me that. He said, Dad, why are you down there? Why are you down there? I said, to build a better life for you.
Yeah.
You follow me? So it's a focus that I'm staying, because again, these things are distractive.
Yeah.
Just a focus that I'm staying within in order to never give up.
Yeah.
You follow me?
In the middle of all the distractions.
In the middle of all the
distractions. Things are going to come up.
Oh, Lord.
Stuff is going to happen. And in the middle of all the distraction and, tears.
Because life happens. You doing business, life's still happening.
Life's still happening. So just never give up. Never give up when you want to give up, when you feel like you want to just pull the covers over your head, or you think that it's easier to go work for someone else.
Got it.
Just stay focused. And even if it's not being successful in a business. Even if it's being successful in your life. And not even just financial riches. A rich lifestyle can be whatever you feel like is a rich lifestyle.
Exactly.
So it's not just about finances for everyone, and we do get that too. So having the natural resources to just overcome any kind of adversity, or to even deal with the positive things, because some people don't know how to deal with positivity either. Okay. So even to have the resources to do that.
Yeah, so and it's like, the resources to do that, doing that will actually help you get money too, though.
It will help you get money.
What? No, not. I mean, I'm just teasing because B said not about the money right now. Yada yada yada. We talk about the natural resources. However, the natural resources within you actually, if you have financial goals, they're going to be met now.
They're going to be met.
It's like a win-win situation all over the place.
We have financial goals.
Yeah, there's financial goals on the table. Like a whole bunch of them. And if we didn't have that never give up theme, we'll be able to grab hold to stories of success to say, you know what, I'm in this. And I know you've experienced it before. Being in those tough places, going to sleep at night, you looking at the ceiling, in those decision-making moments, and say, you know what, I'm going to keep pushing. Yeah. That's my whole mantra, push. Yeah. Just keep pushing. So the power to overcome problems is located in your life when you never gave up. Yeah. That's grab that, understand it, and keep pushing.
Take a minute and just ask yourself if you remember any of the times, and just do some reflection. And I'm just looking forward to sharing this journey with all of you, Coach, and all of you watching. And we just really hope that we can just touch, like the cliche saying, if we could just help one person, one person, then we have done our job.
I know, we say that.
Do you have
we say that in Dear Sincere.
Yeah.
But if we can get like 1 million views,
no,
we'll accept that.
So we gonna turn on a new leaf. make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you visit our other channel, The Beauty Parlor with Honeybee. We have lots of fun things going on over there. And just, you know, just take this time and do your own journey with us. You know, let us teach you his and her blueprint towards a rich lifestyle. You got
and partner with you.
Yeah, let's partner with you. Let's
partner
all make
with
some
you.
money and have some fun.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. We're gonna partner with you and on this journey.
Yeah.
You follow me? So we're gonna end it off with the whole, like I said, hi, but now we're gonna say bye.
All right.
Bye. I'm Coach.
And bye. I'm Honeybee.
And this is his and her blueprint towards a rich lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Boom. See ya.
All right.
What if you had the whole thing in slow mo? I was thinking about that for a moment.